Hello gorgeous soul, welcome to your monthly June astrology. I'm so sorry for the delay in getting this up, but first, before I begin, I would like to express my heartfelt solidarity to what is going on in America, witnessing the horrendous death of George Floyd, which basically, this stuff goes on all the time. It happened to get caught on camera, which has created, hopefully, the whole world ready to stand up and say enough. We are all equal. We cannot live in a society where black people are treated in the way that they are. It is horrendous and it has to stop. So I understand that what is going on at the moment. I also understand every people have got very different viewpoints about the way it should be handled, but we are in an astrological time where there is a revolutionary energy in the air. Now, of course, the revolution can happen and manifest in many ways, but thanks to Saturn going into Aquarius and later on Jupiter going into Aquarius and eventually Pluto going into Aquarius, the whole world is changing and we are heading towards a more egalitarian society where all of us hopefully will be treated equally and it will be a much fairer society. We are right in the storm at the moment, but if we all stand together for equality, for love, and we speak the truth that enough is enough, we all have to be treated equally, then this wave of change will happen much more quickly and easily. I believe we should all come from our heart chakra, but we are waking up to the fact that the world is changing and we need to be in an egalitarian society. We're in full-on retrograde season at the moment, and on top of that, it's eclipse season. It's about things happening, like for instance this full moon right at the beginning of June, where we don't see exactly the power of it until afterwards. I urge everyone towards peace, towards love, and to making a soul change for the benefit of us all. Here's your monthly astrology. Hi Aquarius! This month has unexpected opportunity for you to have a real breakthrough when it comes to finding out what makes you happy, what is essential to your happiness, to your creativity, and to happy relationships, intimate relationships, romantic relationships. It's essential. You're thinking about it, you're working on it, and you want it to be right. And there may be unexpected wonder and magic and beautiful things coming to you in terms of your creativity and your intimate, joyful relationships, and children as well. Unexpected joy connected to children. But we are having a month of retrogrades, including Mercury going retrograde, and also eclipses. So there is a lot of change. So in a way, to find your happiness, there has to be change. There has to be letting go. There has to be an evolution of your spirit. You will quite clearly be guided towards what you need to do when we have the Sun and the North Node making you confident about your future happiness. Sometimes we're not confident about our future happiness, but you are about to be confident about your future happiness. And also, even though really, you do have to go back to the past at the moment, you're heading into your time. We are heading into a very powerful time for Aquarians. Yes, Saturn is there. There's a lot of intense lessons to learn. But you are moving forward. And at the end of the year, you have Jupiter in your sign, which is going to give you a year of rapid growth and expansion, potentially great good fortune. But this month, you are dealing with what makes you happy. And with Mercury retrograde, there may be some confusion around that, or other people not willing to negotiate, and you having to make some tough choices about who you take with you into the future and who you leave behind, and what things that you need to let go of that maybe you used to enjoy but no longer give you the pleasure that they did. And it's quite interesting when that happens. That's happened to me for quite a lot in my life, where you've had something that you really enjoyed and then no, it changes. You're also working on, thanks to Mercury retrograde and Mercury at the beginning of the month, and when Mercury goes into Cancer, you're dealing with your health and well-being and taking care of the details. So to get the happiness you require, you have to do the work. And there is work to do, and that work may be going over past work and redoing stuff. It may be that, let's say you got super fit and then in lockdown, you haven't been doing anything and you feel like, I don't feel fit anymore. Don't criticise yourself. Take baby steps towards the liberation and getting back to feeling good about yourself. It's not about what you look like, it's about how you feel about yourself and what habits that you've got into. But, as I say, the Sun conjunct the North Node is showing you that it's okay, that you can commit to happiness and your creativity, because that's the direction you're going in for the next 18 months. Happiness, joy, creativity and good relationships. Passionate, romantic ones. So that's very exciting. Venus is also going direct in your relationship and creativity zone. Pleasure zone, as I like to call it, around the 25th. But just before that, we have the new moon and solar eclipse in your health and well-being and perfection zone. So you might find yourself really having to make some radical decisions about what and who you're committing to and what work you want to do. And it's all about doing things that are meaningful. They may be hard, they may be boring, they may be small changes, but they're meaningful to you. Mars is going into Aries, which makes you quite argumentative, but also filled with passionate ideas that you want to put out there in the world. Remember, Mercury is retrograde, so put them out in the world, but just remember that. Also, the big news is when Pluto and Jupiter are joining forces. This whole year, you have a lot of soul learning, a lot of potential to clear out past karma, to be super intuitive and psychic, and whatever happened to you in April is likely to happen with bells on at the end of this month. But whatever it is, it's about unleashing yourself into a new way of being. And that way of being is where your soul and spirit wants to go. It has deep meaning for you, and you're likely to meet people that you have a very strong karmic connection with. And there's likely to be lots of strange coincidences and magic in the air. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. Hi, gorgeous. Before you go, check out my new film on my fabulous psychics. A lot of people ask me for readings. I don't do them anymore, but for over 20 years, I've had an award-winning team of psychics that I truly handpick. So check out the film, let me know what you think.
The purpose of a reading, I feel, is very much to inspire people and to empower people.
It's about hope. It's about guidance.
Using a phone or being with you, it will be the same because the matter is spiritual.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them. So it was a psychic reading.
I don't remember the readings right after because it's not myself giving that, it's actually coming from spirit.
And it is a bit like a three-way conversation. I've got the person on the phone, I've got me, and I've got another voice that's telling me things.
I even shock myself, things that I come up with, and I think, how did I get that?
I'm channeling messages only for one purpose, to help people.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.
My priority is to connect to your truth and have the best life that you can have.
I think in my readings people feel a sense of a safe space where they can really be themselves, let go.
You need a feeling of being understood because reading should be empowering.
I will make sure when the reading is finished that you're happy with everything.
I couldn't do anything else. It's part of who I am. It's what I came here for, obviously.
And when they come back and tell you they've got their dream job or the love of their life, that really makes me feel like I'm valued.
I love to hear a sigh of relief. A lot of weight has been lifted off their shoulders.
We have the answers that we are looking for within ourselves. I know I have the tools to help you.
Everything begins and ends with you.